Hey y'all, hey, it's JJ Conway. Welcome to Building Wealth Together, where our goal is to help you walk in abundance and leave a legacy. It's Juice with JJ. This is where I keep you informed about scams, financial controversies, and money shenanigans so you can keep your cash flow out of their pockets and funding your dreams. Let's get into it. Okay, everybody, today's topic is I hate Christmas. Actually, the real topic is the need to challenge negative thinking. See, one of the biggest traps that keeps people from achieving financial freedom is the bondage we're in from strong negative memories. What brought this up for me is I attended a life group the other day where we were to go around the room and tell of our favorite Christmas memory. Only nothing positive about Christmas was coming to mind for me. Let me tell you what was coming to mind for me. What was coming to my mind was last year burying my dad right before Christmas. The year before that, being diagnosed with a lifetime disease acquired during our Christmas trip to my mom's house. A couple years before that, the Christmas I acted a fool because Chris, who is now my husband but was just then my boyfriend, took me to the jewelry store to get a bracelet for Christmas, but then announced to everyone that he wanted to buy me a ring. Oh, that was not a good Christmas. How about the first Christmas after the divorce, where I was so broke, y'all, that I accepted the offer of dinner from one of my oldest girlfriends, the one who had gotten close to my ex while I was on that military trip. You know, the one where I came home and my house was sold and my stuff was thrown out and over $845,000 of debt to my name. That one, that girl. Yes, I hated myself every minute I was at their house, y'all, but I was broke and I was hungry and I could only afford one toy car for my son and he needed some semblance of normalcy. Then I started thinking, I'm sitting here at this group and they're all sharing these wonderful memories, right? I sat there and thought about the gifts and how every year the gifts I'd received were increasingly unusable, as if people were challenging me. Hey, preacher, I dare you to tell me how you really feel about this free marijuana giveaway shirt that we regifted to you. You know, in fact, I have been so fed up with the whole Christmas and gifts and the costs and the mailing, and you don't get what you order off of Amazon, but if you send it to your house first, you got to pay like $200 to mail it to your family and friends. I told my husband the other day I was tempted to stop doing gifts altogether because for a lot of the people that are on each other's gift exchange list, it doesn't mean much anymore. It's just a series of obligations. So I sat in that group trying to think of something good about Christmas. And toward the end, far too late in the conversation for me to go back to this topic, I remembered in 2017 how my dad had fallen into depression over the death of two really close friends, and I flew him out to visit us for Christmas. We drove to Houston to watch the Steelers win Christmas Day, and he ate at all of our favorite Shreveport and Galveston hotspots, and then he built the desk in my studio right now. I came home from that life group that night and I challenged myself to go back through social media and email and chart out all the Christmases that I could remember. Because that Christmas I flew my dad to visit me, I remembered debating whether or not I should do it, but I felt so pressing heavily on me that I should. And the year after that was the year we went to my mom's and she flew him in to visit all of us. And the year after that he was gone. So for me, that Christmas really is a precious memory, even as I sit here recording this podcast from the desk he and my husband built for me that year. I came home, challenged myself to go back through all those things and chart out the Christmases I could remember. And I got back as far as 2008, which was the year before my divorce, which corresponds with the year my mother-in-law told my ex he needed to change his ways or he wasn't going to have a marriage much longer. I remembered those in-laws sending my oldest and me on an expensive trip for our second Christmas after the divorce, which is what fueled my love of traveling during the holidays. I then remembered Christmas in Tampa before I went forward to Qatar, where he also, my oldest, came to visit, and many local vendors had mercy on the deployed lady whose son came for a quick visit, and they gave me so much to decorate my hotel with. We had a tree, we had the trimmings, we had all of the things you would have had at a normal Christmas, even though we were at a hotel in Tampa. I remembered our first anniversary, where at the last minute, me and my husband decided to drive down to Tampa, toting our 6-week-old, which gave me some much needed sunshine to boost my postpartum mood. I also remembered my mom sending the family to Great Wolf Lodge and how much my oldest bonded with his new dad, and how much Cubby did not love the water the way he does now. So many great Christmas memories. So why am I sharing this with you, huh? Well, I'm sharing it with you because we tend to let our current situation or our last situation color our memory. And that's what I was doing that night. Also, I tend to experience hurtful things more deeply than I enjoy pleasant things. And this combination could easily darken what should be a happy celebration of the greatest gift mankind has ever received. And so I know I needed to reset my memory by challenging the negative notion that I hate Christmas. Nothing good happens to me on Christmas. If you have an annual holiday, event, or season that you just can't stand, I encourage you to challenge yourself the same way and see if you can't reclaim it for your good. Don't fall into the trap that I was sliding into, thinking that Christmas is the worst time of the year when there were really so many happy memories of the season. If you find yourself falling into that same trap, my Self-Image Rising class that starts 7 January can help you overcome those strong negative memories as you learn to use the God-given gifts of creativity and imagination to transform your future. You want to be happier, healthier, and wealthier in 2021, don't you? Well, it all starts with gaining control of your thoughts and emotions. So enroll now at buildingwealthtogether.com, or you can go directly to that class at rebrand.ly/self-image. That's rebrandly/self-image. Y'all take care and be blessed.
Love the podcast? Be sure to like, subscribe, and forward to 3 friends. You can ask a question or take a life-changing class at buildingwealthtogether.com. Now, go walk in abundance and leave a legacy.